Today's Thanksgiving. Shit. Also helping me out today is a beer from which I personally like and have been craving for a long time is the Urban Chestnut Bavarian Lager, which is fucking amazing. Una cerveza que está bien buena. Pero aquí estoy y vamos a hablar un poquito de la historia de Thanksgiving o Acción de Gracias. Y gracias por la cerveza que oficialmente no me mandó a la compañía de Urban Chestnut, pero está muy buena. So the history of Thanksgiving started essentially when the Pilgrims arrived in Cape Cod, and unfortunately they didn't settle ashore until after the winter exited the season. I don't even know what the fuck. What? So it's after, I guess, the winter, when winter was gone and spring was looming. They finally settled ashore, but you know, the harsh winter, and obviously they didn't have much AC or heaters or anything like that. They maybe had fire and whatnot, but you know, majority of the population that came over on the ship, in the ship. So when spring came around, the Pilgrims settled ashore and were greeted by an Abenaki, and I already know I'm saying it wrong, and I'm sorry to all Native Americans if I'm saying that wrong. You know, after their meeting, the Abenaki tribe returned a couple days later with Squanto, and I'm pretty sure I'm saying that name wrong. Squanto was, before that, a native who was captured by a sea captain and enslaved, but he escaped with severe injuries. After that, the Abenaki decided to bring him along to the Pilgrims. And once they had the meeting with the Pilgrims, Squanto decided to show them a little bit of the techniques they use for farming, which led to cultivation of corn, extracting sap from the maple trees. He also taught them fishing. He also taught them essentially the poisonous plants that are around in the wilderness. The people were eternally grateful, obviously, because they were able to basically set up a little town that they were able to extract resources from and live. So when the first harvest finally finished and came about, the governor at the time, William Bradford, was grateful and thankful for the resources and techniques that Squanto gave to the colony. So with that, the governor, William Bradford, decided to have a feast. And it just so happens that this feast happened on during late November. Ugh. And it just happened to land on the last Thursday of November. Had a relationship for about 50 years. And as history has been told, you know, the relationship between colonists, Americans, towards the natives obviously went sour. And for over 100 years of war, over 100 years, war, skirmishes, genocide was committed. And unfortunately, a civilization of 5 to 15 million at the time when the Pilgrims landed diminished to around 100 to 230,000 Native Americans as of the early 20th century. So unfortunately, the bad stigma of Thanksgiving has been put forth on the violence that occurred after that. I feel like also want to play little devil's advocate kind of bullshit, where I feel like the intentions of the colonists and the Native Americans were a positive one. And yeah, it led to the end of Native American rule and brought forth white imperialism. Yeah, we might need to change the holiday a little bit, but also people need to know that this holiday was intended to be a positive one. It was full of good intentions. But I wish today that everyone has a wonderful day. And unfortunately, we were not able to enjoy it with our loved ones. Enjoy the food, enjoy the the ambiance. But you know, it's another day, it's another holiday, and I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Damn, no mames. No, también le mando saludos a toda mi familia. Yo sé que en estos tiempos no nos podemos ver, pero los extraño mucho. Y ojalá un día nos miramos otra vez. Peace. Damn, y luego también se murió Diego Maradona. Ta madre. El Coco se murió. Se murió Diego Maradona, el futbolista de Argentina.